Hey everybody, I'm going to do this Squire today. I'm going to fix this Squire up for my really good friend of mine. And it's a beautiful guitar. It's probably made in China or Indonesia. But it needs a little work here and there. So we're going to do some stuff to it. We're going to change the pickups. We're going to file this down here, and we might change the tuning, the tuners. It's not a bad sounding instrument, but what I'll do now is I'm going to do some recording of it just so we know what it sounded like beforehand. And then we're going to put some new pickups on, and I'll try to videotape the process as we go. It's not that hard to do, just time consuming, and it's a labor of love. So it's fun to work with these. They're really nice instruments for the money, like 200 bucks. It's pretty good. It just needs to be, you need to invest a little bit of money in new things to make it a little bit better, but it's pretty good. On my Line 6 amp, I'm going to make sure that all the knobs are set to, flat, no drive. And on the effects side, make sure that there's no chorus or reverb. Reverb a little bit. No AQ, no compression. No, I want to take the compression down, and maybe a little bit of a reverb is okay. Just a little bit. I mean, you can't have it no reverb. That sounds horrible. But we want to just get a test of what these pickups sound like compared to the new Fender pickups, custom shop pickups we're going to put in. So again, just make sure it's all flat, and then we're going to go over here to GarageBand, and we're going directly in the back of the Line 6 amp. There's an output here, and that output goes into your GarageBand. And it's a much better way to record guitar directly into the GarageBand from the Line 6 amp. It works really well. I don't find it doesn't sound very good directly into the Mac from a box, in my opinion, but I like this amp so much now. At first I didn't really like it because I didn't understand it, but now I really like this amp. It sounds good. It's loud if you play live, and it's great for recording. So we're going to do a test now. The dog's hanging out in the air-conditioned room. It's so hot here. I can't believe it. This is my 21st year in Tokyo, and I'm telling you, the summers here are brutal. Just it's brutal. You can only do these kind of things like work on guitars. You can't go outside. Okay, so I have a little tip about cutting the strings, just to make it a little bit easier. Just loosen the strings a little bit away from the headstock. This is called the headstock. You move them, do it away from it. Just get a little bit more, not all the way. You don't have to do it all the way.
Then cut the thing with the wire cutters right in the middle of the thing. Once you've loosened them up, it makes it a little bit easier to cut, and it doesn't fling all over the place and hurt you.
Well, first thing you want to do is take these screws out. You can look here, and when you take the screws, be sure to put them in a little box because they're really easy to miss. And I got them all out anyway. And then this thing comes out fairly easy. Don't rip it out, because if you do, you're going to break it. Okay, there's the wires are pretty delicate here. You don't want to rip it out. Okay, so this is the pickups in here. You can come a little closer, and we're gonna snip these wires here at some point and resplice them. It's just the way I like to do it. I know you should really resplice it to here. These are the points, but I don't know really what I want to do yet. I think I want to just splice it because it's already been wired very nicely. So we're going to cut this, and we're going to resplice it, and we're going to take these out. I didn't show you putting the new pickups in because I don't have 5 hands and can't photograph and solder at the same time. But basically, you take the old ones out, mark them, put them in a box, because you might want to use them for another guitar or something. They weren't very good pickups. The Squire pickups were not so good. I did a test, as you saw, and it didn't, but the new ones are amazing. And in part 2, you can hear it. So check out part 2. You can hear the sound. It's really great Fender sound. They were Fender custom shop pickups, about $500 for 3. It's expensive, but it's more expensive than the guitar.
but it really helps it out a lot. So basically, you pop the old ones out and you cut the wire, and you take the wire off at the switch plate, and then you put the new pickups on. The new pickups have wire on them, and you just connect them to exactly where the old ones were. You know, there are a lot of good YouTubes out there on how to solder something. I'm not a very good solderer. I do the best I can, but it's something that I've looked on YouTube to learn how to do. So basically, you take the old ones out, put the new ones in, and put it right back to where the same point where it was. Like I said in the video, I marked it. So make sure you mark it where you know where everything is. And it's very easy, and you just snap it all back together, put the guitar back together, and bingo. Look at part 2 and check out the sound. It turned out good. Yeah, so I'm sorry I can't videotape myself and, you know, do the work, but I'll work on that. I'll get one of my kids to hold the camera. They're good at that stuff. All right. Oh, it looked good on my wall with the other guitars. I want a green one now. Anyway, check out part 2.